So I did a community post almost a month ago asking you guys who was, in your opinion, the greatest Dokkan unit of all time. And I didn't expect that post to be this controversial. So I decided to build an app where we could rank all of the greatest Dokkan units based on different metrics and settle it down once and for all live on stream. And this is how it all went down, starting with the very first round, where Tech Orange Piccolo faced the Tech Metal Cooler army. So as you can see, there's like different metrics, and we'll basically judge those units based on that. And the units that wins the most amount of metrics will move to the next round. So let's hope this actually works. To vote on the left, you do like !1, and to vote on the right, you do !2. It's just that simple. So let's start with the leader skill, I guess. Who had the best leader skill? Cooler or Piccolo? On release. This is strictly like on release. I think Cooler had the better leader skill. Yeah, exactly. Glowing Apple, it's exactly like that. So you think it's Orange Piccolo. Piccolo is the Aura Farmer. Yeah, he is that guy. Bro, strongest in history. Alright. So I guess for most people, it's Cooler. And honestly, I agree. I think it's Cooler too for best leader skill. Okay, what about the passive skill? Who had the best kit on release? I won't lie, Piccolo was good, but he wasn't invincible. Especially once his entrance wore off, he just honestly wasn't really that guy anymore. And this, I won't lie, I saw it maybe once in my life, bro. Actually, like this part of his kit, I think I saw it once in my life. Like the HP recovery. Strongest in history, and I don't see SR first form Frieza. Look, SR first form Frieza was good, but he wasn't like the best in history. It's just it's just like, he was the best unit you could reroll for at the time. Like the best SR. But all of the SSRs were still better than him. It's just the rates were so bad. Okay, people still think it's Cooler. I guess I agree too, honestly. Who was the most meta breaking? Or I guess who impacted the meta more, you could say. Honestly, I think it's Piccolo, personally. Because sure, Cooler is like phenomenal, but he didn't really change the meta. Where Piccolo, like it's, you kind of needed him for like any event where you had to like beat a stage under like a specific turn. You had to have Piccolo because of the giant form. And also, he broke the game, I'm pretty sure. Like the giant form, the amount of bugs that came with it, like the things you could do, like proc multiple characters' passives, like multiple times. I remember you could, I forgot which unit, but there was a unit you could proc like a part of that unit's passive, like twice because of Piccolo's giant form. There are so many amazing characters right now, Cooler just happens to be a bit above them. Without Cooler, you can still win, exactly. Without Piccolo, you were cooked. It's true, like for the events where you had to beat the stage within like a certain turn threshold, like you needed to have him. We all agree it's pretty much, it's Piccolo. And who aged better? I guess that's kind of hard to tell because, honestly I think we'll just skip this one because, son, like, a Cooler is still a new unit, like, I don't know, bro. It's true, I can't even skip it, bro. I guess, I'll just pick Cooler. I think Cooler will age better than Piccolo. Nah, Tech Piccolo had a claim for #1 13 months after his release. I'm sorry, but people who said that, I don't know what they were smoking, bro. Like, Piccolo was not #1 13 months after his release. He wasn't even in discussion. Like, Giant Form was very useful, but it wasn't anything crazy. So, I guess that's not. Cooler was the better unit. Next up, we had Strength Bulma versus Physical Tag UI Goku. Which unit is the best in history between those two? I don't really think it's a debate here. Like, UI Goku has a better leader skill. Like, let's be honest. Is this even a discussion? Like, being fully honest, I don't really think it is. That's not really fair. As for passive skill though, maybe you can argue it, maybe. Actually, it was very good. Like, Bulma was phenomenal. Goku clears everything. I think so too, bro, probably. Strongest in history, and I don't see Bergamo. Okay, I guess Bergamo, maybe it's a... I could have put the guy at, I guess, Bergamo. Angel, this part, I don't know what we're talking about, but Bergamo, I guess maybe I could. Not gonna lie, it's early to tell in my opinion. Bulma was lit contender for #1 unit for a whole year alongside Orange Piccolo. Honestly, you can predict it with based on their kits. Like, honestly, I think UI Goku will age better than Bulma. I think it's pretty obvious that he will. Even if they release some sort of like event that cancel dodge, eventually there's gonna be an event that doesn't cancel dodge. And once we get there, he'll be back. Like, as long as the event doesn't cancel dodge, this guy will never age. Like, literally, UI Goku will never age. So I think, who aged better? I think he did. Goku has suitors of not taking damage. Yeah, exactly. So he is better. I guess it's so obvious here. And who was more meta breaking? I say maybe Bulma was for this metric. Okay, Glowing Apple locked in on the UI Goku. I don't know, bro. It might actually be Bulma. She did have like I don't know. She had everything on release. I feel like she was more like a more well-rounded like unit. She had more impact on the meta. UI Goku, he just felt like I guess a cheat code for like short events. But I guess he does have a lot of utility too. But no, I didn't have UI Goku and I was fine, so I don't know. Glazing physical UI is the only reason this heart still feeds, bro. That's crazy. But it's actually a glazer, bro. Okay, now it disappears because I think it's a tie. Okay, I think that's it. That's yeah, it's a tie, so it's I guess no unit gets the point, bro. Okay, I guess I'll just... Bro, it's actually like a dictator, bro. It's over. But anyways, UI Goku, he won. So we can move to the next unit. Then, Int Buhan went up against Easy in Janemba. Okay, what about these two guys? Who was actually... Well, for the leader skill, I think it's definitely Buhan. I don't even think we have to debate that. Like, this guy, he came alongside Gogeta. It was just like over. Oh, but it's his Easy. It's still him. Because his Easy, you didn't use his leader skill. Like, it was actual garbage when he first Easy'd. For passive skill, I think it's, for me, it's Janemba. No, at least easier-wise. Yeah, Janemba is not even close. Yeah, easier Janemba, 100%. Yeah, passive skill was better. Meta break-in, I think it was also Janemba. Who aged better? I think it was, well, I guess that's a different story. Who aged better between these two? I don't really remember how good this guy... Well, he was pretty good even... When he came? 2016? Well, at the end of 2016 on Global. I think when I first started playing the game, this guy was still useful. Actually. Before Izzy Bohan, after Izzy Janamba. 100... Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I was remembering this guy's... Honestly, I don't have much memory about this guy's Izzy. I don't really remember how great it was. I remember his Super Izzy being broken, his base being pretty good, but his Izzy, I think I never used that guy's Izzy. Like, I Izzy'd him, but I don't think I generally used him. I was around for the first year anniversary. Okay, bro knows, but we're talking about the Izzy Janemba, not the first Janemba. Janemba aged better, he has dodge, which means he will age like wine. Well, he had 30% dodge shots, but I guess... Like, the game was different back then. His Izzy was very mid combined with the fact that he didn't have good teams. I guess that's true, that's true. His Izzy wasn't the greatest. But it wasn't bad either. From what I remember, it was good. But I guess you needed dupes. I think I had him at like 55%, so it wasn't... Yeah, like, his Izzy just wasn't good enough at low hidden potential system. I think this guy aged better. Yeah, I think it was just... I think it was just easier Janemba. Like, I think that was it. After that, we had the two 70th anniversary LRs going head to head. Okay, I don't think it's really a debate who had the better leader skill. I think the gods had the better leader skill. Yeah, it's not super easy. We're talking about easiest. Yeah, I think it's just the gods, bro. I think they had the best leader skill, 100%. Even this, like, it's what? Fuse Fighter and GT Heroes versus Power Beyond Super Saiyan and Movie Heroes. Like, Power Beyond Super Saiyan was just too cracked of a leader skill. And it also aged better. So I think, I really think there's a debate here. Now, for the passive skill, the gods were more consistent. Especially transformed, they were more consistent. But the peak of Gogeta was just better. Like, I'll be honest, like, the peak of Gogeta was just better. So I think I would, I would go with this percent force, yeah, me too. Who was the most impactful meta-wise? I think it was Gogeta. Well, to be fair, they both were about the same level of, they had the same level of impact, but I guess Gogeta had the counter, which was pretty crazy. This was just a dodge at the time, it wasn't like a nullification. But I remember this being pretty nasty. And the fact that he had damage reduction, when they had like, what was it? Dodge chance? Yeah. In terms of units, physical percent force, but God's team indeed was better. Both have the same passive in base. I don't agree. But then there's the problem. Who aged better? I think the gods aged better. Personally. Like, the dodge chance was just so much more, like, valuable. It just worked better. Like, the damage reduction at some point, it just wasn't enough anymore. But since you could still just dodge with them, it just worked better. Because they had the attack break. You just break the attack and then you just gamble gamble the other attacks. I don't know. Gogeta in every aspect unless it's leader skill. Okay, Kev, bro. Then register your vote, brother. Because for now, I think it's the gods, bro. I think it's the gods. Like, I don't see how the Super Saiyan Force they age better. I don't see it. Like, you barely... But they couldn't take normals at some point. Especially past their first turn. Like, you had to throw them off and then transform. But if you transform too early, you just had, like, raw damage reduction. Which wasn't enough. Unless you were very lucky with the rainbow kissers. Super Saiyan Force had the intro on Super Easy. Okay, brother. What's Super Easy, bro? Bro is inventing Super Easy, bro. You lost me there, bro. You lost me. Tech Majub, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Okay, that's the problem then, like, because now it's a tie. So I have to, like, add, like, another metric. I guess who had the more aura, bro? I want our doing, brother. Who had the most aura, bro? Who had the most aura on release? The gods or the Super Saiyan 4s, bro? Glowing apple with the Super Saiyan 4s. Yeah, I won't lie. I think the gods had more aura on release, bro. I won't lie, bro. Like the intro OST was so fire. The transformation, I thought, bro. I feel like it's the gods, bro. Hitting the counter is way better than hitting the dodge, bro. I guess the counter was cool, bro. The gods are Gogeta, bro. Okay, but now it's a tie again, bro. Okay, not anymore, bro. How I made her voted for the gods too. So I guess the gods, they just win, bro. Next, Tech Broly faced easier physical Vegito Blue. Now, what about Broly and Vegito? Well, super easy. Well, easier Vegito Blue. Well, I don't really think that's really fair here because it's an easy. So of course it's gonna be Broly. He had the best leader skill. For the passive skill, then I guess there's an argument that could be made. Maybe. What type of matchup is that? Yeah, I won't lie. Like, yeah, I think Broly had like a best kit, bro. Yeah, I won't lie, bro. I won't lie. Who has more meta breaking? Bro, you on Dokkan drugs again? Okay, like honestly, that's not a fair matchup. I don't agree. That's not a fair matchup. I guess Broly, he wins everything, bro. Even who aged better, bro. Honestly, like, what are we talking about, bro? What are we even talking about? Broly is just so much better. Then we had LR Int % Gohan versus LR Int Vegeta and Trunks. Okay, I don't think there's really a debate here. Or maybe there's a conversation to be had because this was pretty good on release for leader skill. Like, he came at a time where this actually wasn't bad. The Int type was like the best type in the game. So but Bonte, Parent and Child, yeah, I do agree, never mind. Nah, this was too crazy. But this wasn't a bad leader skill. Like, trust, at the time this actually wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. For the passive skill, well, bro just had the best kit in the game. I know now this is like, okay, this is complete trash, but at the time, like, this line, bro, receive an additional key per key spheres obtained. Son, this was crazy at the time, bro. This was actually insane. Still the only leader for Bond of Parent and Child. Bro, the category is too broken. Of course it's gonna be the only leader. So this day for that category, it's just too broken. Vegeta and Trunks were them? Yeah, I do agree, but this line, bro, I don't know. Like, it was ridiculous. But I do agree they were crazy too. I'm super scared of you, Proof. What have you done, bro? I can't wait to see you at Friends. Okay, brother, what are we saying, bro? Bro is back, bro. What are we saying, bro? Okay, I guess Vegeta and Trunks, bro. I guess they were better. Who was more meta breaking? I feel like Gohan had the biggest impact on release. I think if he were there, this guy was just like, it was actually ridiculous, bro. But he was like almost impossible to pull. So maybe Vegeta and Trunks were better because of that. And bro was just damage. Yeah, I think I'll still go with Vegeta and Trunks. Because Gohan was just, I won't lie, he was just damage. Like, I guess at the time his defense wasn't bad because he had LR stats, but it just wasn't that crazy. Like, these guys, bro, Vegeta and Trunks, they turned the red zone into like a complete joke. Bro, it's units, not people pulling him, bro. Look, bro, he broke the players' wallets, bro, like Glowing Apple said, bro. Who aged better? I think it's Gohan. Bro, Gohan was still usable like up until his EZA, bro, literally. Like his damage was still good until then. Vegeta and Trunks, they were still usable a year after the release, but like the year after that, I don't know, bro, I don't know. The year after that it was different. So I guess Vegeta and Trunks, bro. Yeah, I guess they were better, bro. Next was one of the most controversial debates in Dokkan history. Tech Gohan versus Strength Cooler. Okay, so what about Gohan and Cooler? One of the most controversial debates in this game's history, bro. Let me see, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this guy, Cooler, he dropped before Gohan. But this guy was so crazy on release that Gohan... Yeah, because the problem with Gohan is he dropped at the worst time possible. When he first came, like, the meta was mainly, like, short events. So he didn't feel that crazy. I guess you had the Jigoku event, but by that time, bro, that event wasn't really that hard. But we're talking about leader skills now, so yeah, I think it's Cooler. I don't think there's really a debate for leader skill. Passive skill on release, yeah, I won't lie. I think that because look, when Gohan first dropped, like I said, events were mainly like short events, so you couldn't really utilize his stacking on super. But guard plus stacking was just so crazy. Like, I remember reading his kit for the first time and like I knew bro was insane. And he was going to age so well, bro. But you just couldn't see it at the time. Because his turn 1 performance wasn't that great. But you can still use him in ESBR. You just have to like be careful turn 1. And then after that he cooked. But I think Cooler was more meta breaking on release. Or he had a better, I don't know. Maybe Cooler had a better passive skill. Nah. Honestly, I think it's just Gohan, bro. Like, let's be honest. And meta breaking 2, I think it's just Gohan, bro. Or maybe not. Maybe it's Cooler. But honestly, I feel like they both had a similar level of impact. So I think I would just give it to Gohan. One was the end of July unit and the other was a Dick Cooler. Okay, so what are we talking about, bro? Worthy rivals have matched up, literally. Cooler had a pretty good team. Tech Ultimate Gohan was also good. It's pretty hard to say. Yeah. Honestly, it's difficult, bro. Yeah, we should have had like different metrics. Nah, I still give it to Gohan. Who aged better? Okay, I don't know why I thought for like 2 seconds. I don't think it's a debate here. Like, Ultimate Gohan, he aged so much better. So I think it's just Gohan, bro. Gohan's just the GOAT, bro. After that, LR in Vegito faced AGL MEI Goku. I think leader skill wise, for me, it's Vegito. I won't lie, I think Vegito had a better leader skill on release. Potara is just such a crazy team, bro. What is this, bro? Should it be in Vegeta versus AGL MEI Goku? What are we talking about, bro? Forget Vegeta, bro. Super Saiyan Big Version Vegeta was nah. Bro, forget Vegeta, bro. He's not even in discussion, bro. He's not even in discussion. Bro was so much worse. Like, there was a huge gap between him and MEI Goku on this is on release. If it was easier, it would say it here. Well, I guess it's very small, but it says base. Like, on release, I think it's really just Vegito for the leader skill. Passive skill, I think you could argue UI Goku, I think. Personally, I would pick UI Goku for leader skill. I mean, for passive skill. Can be the OG Vegito, he was cracked. I guess he was. He was cracked, but I think MEI Goku had a better passive. Like, on release. I remember reading the skits for the first, like, this guy's skit for the first time. I was just like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, 70% dodge chance with, like, additional defense? Like, bro, this was just too crazy. Like, it was actually too crazy, bro. But I guess we're in a tie, bro. We're just to vote. Who had the best passive skill, bro? Who had the best passive skill? MUI Goku or Vegito? And yeah, his Super Z is gonna be phenomenal, bro. For Vegito, we already know. Probably GDC, we might see it. Alright, it's locked in, bro. It's locked in. MUI Goku, bro. He had the best passive skill. Okay, who was more meta breaking on release? Honestly, I think, yeah, I was like, this is hard, bro. Because if we take into account, like, the leader skill, the kit, like, overall, who was better on release? And had a bigger impact on the meta. Because bro, the Potara team was pretty nasty, I won't lie. Like, it was pretty ridiculous. I think I would probably go with Vegito, I won't lie. Probably. I remember something about the Fish Play LR Roshi's revive being easier to get than both the LRs. Yeah, it was 100%. It was much easier. Because it was just like, you just had to have a Turtle School LR rotation. It was so much better. What meta was there to break on the 3rd year anniversary? Shit was dry as hell. Okay, I guess it was, but we had SBR, which was still like a new event and it was still difficult. And then this guy came, and I won't lie, like, he turned like the mono SBR stages into like an absolute joke, bro. Like, they were so much easier if you had him. Well, there's only one stage, like the super int stage, but still. Meta breaking in Vegito counters was broken, but I came back in the 2018 worldwide, so I didn't experience the 3rd year LRs. Well, they were still there. Like, honestly, I think it's Vegito. I think it was Vegito. Who aged better? When this guy came out, 2018, and this guy 2021. Okay, the 7th year anniversary was in 2022. Bro was still good 4 years after his release. 4 years after this guy's release was the 10th year anniversary. Could you use this guy during the 10th year anniversary? Well, you could, because he had an easy A. I won't lie, I think it's Vegito. I think Vegito aged better than MEI Goku. I won't lie. I think he did. Son, I started Dokkan in November 2025, brother. I know, bro. You're still... Bro is actually LARPing, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Nah, this is a tough one, bro. I agree, bro. I agree. Son missed everything, bro. Actually, 2025, bro. Like, brother, like, that's like a couple of months ago, brother. Like, like, what are we even saying, bro? But I guess if you watch the history series, bro. Nah, but even the history series, I didn't get to like the 6th year anniversary. But if you got them, Godson. Yeah, because it's true, the condition was rough. Now, personally, I think it's Vegito. I still think it's Vegito. I think because of Vegito's transformation condition, I put HL. But the thing with Vegito is that even without the transformation, you could still use him, bro, in the red zone. During the 7th year anniversary, you could still use the guy, bro. It was crazy. Like, you could generally still use the guy. But I guess it's a tie, so... Yeah, but I have to add like another metric, bro. It's over. Who had more aura, bro? Okay, there's no way I'm doing that again, bro. Okay, I guess we're just gonna have to discuss it, bro. Or I have to like make it so that my vote weighs more, bro. It's over, bro. Dictatorship, bro. It's over, bro. Host, vote, wait, bro. That's me, bro. I'll put it at 2, bro. It's over. New metric, bro. Okay, Kev, what's the metric, bro? I think dodge ages better than guard damage reduction. That's just my personal opinion. Nowadays, yes, but at the time, I swear, bro, Vegito had so much stats that it didn't even matter, bro. Like, look at this defensive stat, bro. 16 mil, bro, this is crazy. Like, 16,000? Bro, this was, like, at the time, this was crazy, bro. With, like, 120% attack and defense, bro. Who made the community more angry? Okay, brother. Like, nobody pissed off the community between those two. Even in Twitter, bro. I only started seriously playing last November. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You can LARP here, bro. It's fine. It's actually over. Yeah, this is so hard, bro. This is a difficult one because both units were so good, bro. It's Battle of the Titans right now. Oh, it is, it is. It's actually two crazy characters, bro. Like, it's actually difficult. I always thought Angel NBA Buku and Inspiration Zhao were one of the best duos. Between the two, gave you most of what you wanted. And their EZAs were fantastic. Yeah. If we're talking strictly EZAs, I think Miyagaku had a better EZA, so I don't know. Who was more easier to use? Well, okay, bro, it's Dokkan. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Who was more easier to use? Bro, they were, you could both just slap them on any team, bro, and it worked, bro. It actually worked. It reminds me of the Legends first year anniversary where it was the gods versus the fusions. But I think even, actually, because Vegito's team was not that crazy. But Vegito himself was so much better than the Blues. If you count EZA MEI clears, he's vulnerable in 2026 meta. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. He had the better EZA. Okay, who had the better EZA? Yeah, I think it's just this guy, bro. Who had the better EZ is just this guy. So I guess we'll just end it at that. It's Miyagaku. Next, we had Angel Goma versus the GDC Blue Boys. This is gonna be a hard one again, bro. Well, for leader skill, I don't think it's a bit debate. Like, it's this guy. Passive skill, Sun. Yo, those two are so good, bro. I don't even know. On God, like, they both have crazy passives. They both have crazy passives. Bro, okay. That's unfair, bro. What are you talking about, bro? That's unfair. Welcome to Dokkan Battle. Yo, what did I miss, bro? Me personally, I like Goma more, bro. Yeah, I think Goma was better. Do our votes count for every round, or as the audience, are we just voting for one unit? They count every single round, bro. Like, every single round, you have to vote again. So for passive skill, you have to vote. For meta breaking, you have to vote again. For who aged better, you have to vote again. So I think, yeah, people hate the Blues. I think they hate them because it's just, they're not that fun, I think. Not that fun to use. But even Goma, he's kind of a boring unit. Well, they're both kind of boring units. Yeah, no worries. But probably should have clarified it. Because I do agree it's not obvious enough if you just look at the everything. The Strength Blues weren't exactly meta-breaking characters. Well, Goma too. Buying the Blues with the pity coins might have been the best decisions I've ever made. Yeah, they aged so well, bro. But Goma might age better than them, so... Yeah, what like, this is a difficult one, bro. I feel like they're very equal on like all of those metrics, honestly. They just age well. They are aging well merchants. The Blue Boys, do I agree, bro? They are very good. In future, Gohan clears both these guys, bro. Of course, my goat. Of course, bro. The goat future Gohan, he clears, bro. 100%, bro. You already know. I still need him, bro. Me too, bro. I know the pain, bro. Trust me, I know the pain. Now, honestly, I'm not like, this is too difficult, bro. This is actually too hard, bro. I don't know. Like, it is actually, like, challenging impossible, bro. Who is better? Like, it's actually impossible to tell. Like, Sun, it's actually, there's no way, bro. Because essentially, these guys, they have no weakness. Except if the boss, he does, yeah, I guess... They both have the same weakness. It's like a boss that disabled dodge. But I feel like these guys, after, what is it? Like turn 4, you get that. And then you can disable the dodge. Dodge cancellation. In the meta breaking metric should end in a tie, bro. Yeah, I won't lie. I think every metric it ends in a tie, bro. I won't lie, bro. It's just too difficult to tell. Okay, look, honestly, I think the Blues are better, bro. So I have to max out. Okay, maybe this doesn't work, bro. Ah, no, it does. But I have to, I have to weight it so hard. Even that's not enough, bro. And now it becomes a tie. What are you talking about, brother? Actually, dictatorship, bro. Bro is winning his vote, bro. Personally, I'd say Goma because he carries more team value. But bro, you can slap these guys on any team too. But I guess Goma is more versatile, I guess. Yeah, you can slap him on pretty much any team, I guess. Who aged better for now is the Blues. Yeah, I do agree for now. I mean, Goma is still a menace on Terraform Conquerors. He is, bro. And the Dried Form team protect is huge. Yeah, 100%. The Blues do have a good lead, though. Yeah, the Blues have a better leader skill. 100%. Rewarded proof. Well, who aged better? Who will age better? It's practically the same thing, bro. It's the same thing. No need to reward it, bro. You get the message. I'm here to explain it anyways. Okay, look, I think these guys will probably age better still, honestly. I think they will age better than Goma. Because Goma at some point, if the enemy he attacks too much, like Goma won't age well, bro. If the enemy attacks too much. Like that's his weakness. His weakness is if the enemy attacks too much, bro. I won't lie. Because he's only invincible for 3 attacks. Yeah, I think it's just, or maybe it's Goma, bro. I don't know. Because I won't lie, I feel like these guys on release, they were kind of underrated. Okay, I'll just go for Goma for meta breaking, and who age better, I think it's the Bruise. And it's just the Bruise one, bro. I'll just end it at that, bro. Then came LR Kellen Khalifa versus Insaibaman. Who had the best leader skill, bro, between Kellen Khalifa and Insaibaman, bro? Okay, I think it's pretty obvious that it's Kellen Khalifa. I'll just stop it there. Who had the best passive skill? Look, honestly, I think Insaibaman had a better passive skill, bro. I won't lie. I think Insaibaman had a better passive skill. So, like, brother, with the Strength Cyberman, like, this is a real matchup, bro. Let's be real, bro. Like, under Strength Cyberman's team, this guy was like best unit in the game, bro. But then who made up breaking is Kellen Khalifa, and who aged better in Kellen Khalifa. Okay, I guess this was a joke matchup, but let's just say it, bro. Kellen Khalifa were the better unit. Let's just end this, bro. And move on to the real stuff, bro. Now we're getting into the really juicy matchups. Starting with Tech Super Vegito versus LR Strength Beast Gohan. Who was better between Super Vegito and Beast Gohan? Leader skill wise, this was nasty, bro. This was like Superheroes team was nasty. But pure Saiyans, fused fighters, and Earth protecting heroes like Sun, bro. Okay, what are we saying, bro? We get this build. There's a bunch of plants. Are Cybermen's plants? Well, I guess they're seeds that you grow, I guess. Never thought about it that way, bro. They're actually plants, bro. That's crazy. In Cyberman bugs tech front hand, bro. I guess he... On Strength Cyberman's team, I guess he does, bro. I guess he does. Tech Nijito. Okay, what are we saying, bro? What are we saying? But I think the best leader skill is Vegito, I think, honestly. Passive skill, I think it was Beast. Beast had a better kit on release. Like, sure, 90% damage reduction for 3 turns was pretty good. But, bro, Beast was just a different monster, bro. Like, bro was literally invincible, bro. Literally invincible. Weren't Kellen Khalifa launching additional 18 key supers? Yeah, but the day they dropped, I guess the first week, I think, or something, they actually just broke the game, bro. They literally broke the game because they gained too much key. It was actually crazy. They were launching additional 18 key supers, bro. But actually, the bug was already in the game. They just, I guess, they could proc it more consistently. Vegito's still the hardest damage dealer in Dokkan, by the way. It's true. He still has the highest APT in the game. Look, I think... bro, this is a hard one, bro. I won't lie. Okay, I think it's actually Beast Gohan for passive skill. Meta breaking, I think it's Vegito. Because, sure. Okay, look. Beast Gohan had a... Like, he was crazy on release. But you didn't need him. Like, you could beat every single event in the game without Beast. Beast was just like a cheat code. Just something you could, like a trump card you could use to just skip the event, bro. Essentially. But you didn't need him. Like, I beat literally everything with just Broly. Like Broly's team. Even the Gammas, bro. Even, bro, I literally used like Sword of Hope Trunks in some stages during the 90th anniversary. Literally used his team, bro. And you could still somewhat cook with it. Like, the meta was so much, like, not as harsh as Vegito's. Bro, Vegito's, if you didn't have Vegito, you were cooked, bro. The bosses had so much HP, bro. It was crazy. So to me, it's not really a debate. I think Vegito was more meta breaking. Exactly. Vegito inflated the HP of all future bosses, literally. Festival with no Vegito, Festival with no Vegito on release, it was impossible. Literally impossible. Now, who aged better? Yeah, that's Beast, obviously. Like, obviously, Beast aged better than Vegito. Because Vegito, they just countered him, bro. Like, they released bosses that had, like, stuns. Like, a unit that has counters, it can't counter if it's stunned. And if the unit, it doesn't attack enough within the turn, which they did during the GDC, they dropped, like, events where the enemies weren't attacking, like, a lot of times within the turn. So, you couldn't counter much. So, Vegito's counters were practically useless. Like, it wasn't enough. Yeah, GDC 2025 power creep was brutal. Yeah. That's pretty obvious. Beast just aged better. Strength Beast Gohan is the Dokkan counterpart to Yellow Ultra Majin Vegeta, where a buff to him is just stats. Essentially, bro. Essentially. His kit has everything. But you can say the same for Vegito. Well, not that exactly. No. You can say the same for Vegito. For Vegito to be good again, they would need to add like a special effect to his kit. Like nullify very abnormal conditions. This and like I guess if you bump his stats, even if the enemy is only like he only attacks like 3 times, the counters will do so much damage that he'll be able to finish the enemy in like 3 counters. But yeah, I guess he has more counters than Beast. Yeah, this is a hard one, bro. What's another metric? Like versatility? I guess we could add that. Who has more versatile? I think it's probably Beast Gohan, I think. Like you could slap Beast Gohan on any team. What was the condition for the active skill again? It was just yeah, next turn, bro. Like it was just next turn. And bro, this guy stacks, bro. He literally stacks on his 18 key, bro. I didn't even know, bro. This guy literally stacks. Yeah, I think Beast is more versatile, bro. Yeah, I think it's just Beast. I think it's just Beast. Strength Beast stacks. Yeah, he does. He does. I didn't even know too, bro. He actually does. I always forget, bro. I always forget how this guy actually stacks. And bro, even this part, bro, he gives crit chance, bro. So the whole bro, it's crazy. And he disables an enemy's action. Like, bro, Beast was just, and bro, 99% of times you weren't seeing this, bro. You weren't seeing this. And bro was still cracked. That's the crazy part, bro. Like 5 turns, 80% damage reduction. Like, that was just so crazy. Nah, Beast was just too crazy. Like, I won't lie, Beast was just too crazy. His easy will either be meta breaking or dog shit if they decide they don't want him to run the game again. Yeah, I do agree. His easy will probably not be that great, bro, for Beast Gohan. I don't think it always ends up like that, bro. But I don't know. Goku's easy was pretty nasty, but I don't think his easy will be as good as his how he was on release. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. Especially with how they fumbled the Tech Beast Gohan. I just don't know. I don't have hope anymore, bro. But yeah, I guess Beast Gohan is the winner, bro. I guess he is. And to finish off the first round, we had 2 units that completely changed Dokkan forever. Strength Super Gogeta versus Agile Super Vegito. That might generally be the hardest matchup, bro. I won't lie. That might actually be the hardest matchup. I don't even know leader skill. Who had the best leader skill on release, bro? Gogeta, holy. Yeah, I won't lie, I think it's actually Vegito, bro. Battle of Unks were literally like, they're so old, bro. Like, it's actually like, son. Like, this is hard, bro. I won't lie, this is hard. But I guess Vegito, his power creep jump was bigger than Gogeta, but you had other options. Gogeta, you had no other options. Like, it was just Gogeta. Whereas Vegito, you could run like the other 70% leaders. Grandpa 1 and Grandpa 2, literally, bro. Gogeta's leader skill was better. Nah, this guy made you able to run all teams back when they were shifting between Super and Extreme banners constantly. Yes, it's true, yeah. I guess I'll give it to Gogeta because this was crazy too. I won't lie, this was crazy too. Okay, what about passive skill? Okay, Gogeta too, bro, that's crazy. I won't lie, I think Vegito had a better passive because Gogeta was just effective against all types or counters. Like, let's be for real, bro. Let's be for real. Like, counters were so much more impactful. Bro, I was there. People don't realize how strong 3K and 3000 attack was in year 1 Dokkan. Okay, we got an actual OG, bro. That's crazy. I guess it was, bro. It was. Vegito had an amazing passive. It was crazy. Like, counters was just, yeah, tremendous power was insane, bro. It was insane. Super effective against all types, just counter normals with tremendous power, literally. But the LARP, bro, growing up, the LARP. That's actually over, bro. It just for Vegito, counter was good, bro. I don't know if I can LARP hard enough for this, bro. Yeah, no, this is too much, bro. Honestly, I'll give it to Vegito, passive skill. Even me, I wasn't there, but I was there like, yeah, 2 years after Vegito's release, and I think he was, he definitely aged better. But who was more meta breaking? I think it's really Gogeta. Because you had to have Gogeta, essentially. You think Vegito was more meta breaking. Well, I guess 70% to all stats, counters. Vegito broke meta, changed how counters were done forever, and truly got nerfed. Gogeta was a must run. Yeah. Honestly, I think Gogeta had a bigger impact. Because Vegito, he didn't came alone. He came with like a Broly, who also was a Noga's leader. But who aged better? I think it's Vegito. It's not even I think, bro. It's Vegito. Like, who aged better? It's Vegito. Bro was still good until the day he got his easy. But the problem now is it's another tie, bro. It's another tie. So I have to add like another metric. Like, who was truly better, bro? Gogeta or Vegito? Yeah, nah, Gogeta didn't run the game for like a year. It was like 6 months. Gogeta was only crazy until Vegito came out. Then Vegito appeared and Gogeta wasn't all that anymore. Yeah, the Vegito counters were not as tough as Agile Vegito. They knew, bro, they knew. I think they buffed like the boss's defense or something. The Z Fusion kids are above LARP. Even I know what they do, bro. It's actually over, bro. Even he knows, bro. Even he knows. Bro started the game like 2 days ago, bro. And even he knows. I think it's Bum Vegito, bro. What do you mean Bum Vegito? Vegito, bro. Bro, Bomb Vegito is better than Bomb Vegeta, bro. What are you saying, bro? And physical sprint, Super Saiyan Vegito, his passive, he got shafted so hard. Yeah, they actually shafted Vegito so hard, bro. The physical one. Vegito basically started the Type in meta, which ended up running the game for the next year and a half. Still super extreme teams. Pretty much. And even super extreme teams, it lasted like for like 2 months. Then we had like the 120% leaders. Who's the better fusion, bro? I think I'll just add this metric, bro. Who is the better fusion, bro? Sorry guys, bro. We're gonna have to go with Vegito, bro. Vegito is the better fusion, bro. I think I'll just end it at that, bro. And my 6 months experience will say Vegito is better, bro. Bro has been playing the game for like two years, bro. 2 seconds, bro. Like, I guess it's over, bro. Maybe it wasn't fair to put those two directly in the first round, bro. Because it's just too close. But personally, I think it's really Vegito, bro. Yeah, super extreme teams. We had the Vegito Rose meta. They only came back when Trunks Zamasu came out. Even the Den type meta was stronger. Yeah. But I think the Trunks Zamasu, I don't know. From what I've heard, their leader skills weren't that crazy because it was just one key. But especially for Trunks, I guess. Well, it depends. Because the teams, like the fusions, they had so many key links that it actually worked. But yeah, it's over, bro. Vegito was the better unit. That was a pretty rough first round. Here are the units that survived. And let's now move on to round 2. Starting with physical Tag UI Goku versus the Tech Metal Cooler army. Cooler versus MUI Goku, bro. Or UI Goku. So who had the better leader skill? I think it's Cooler. I don't think that's debatable. Passive skill. I won't lie, I think it's probably Cooler. Or is it? Like 2 turns of invincibility was pretty crazy. This is hard actually. Yeah, this is difficult, bro. Cooler, but just in my opinion, bro. 80% damage reduction turn 1. I guess it is, bro. It is crazy. Pretty sure he has like 80% dodge chance too, no? Or 75% dodge chance? What is it? Nah, he has 90% damage reduction turn 1. Yeah, Cooler is crazy, bro. Cooler is crazy. Nah, this is so hard, bro. He got 95% of physical middle Cooler actually. Oh, you're right. The damage reduction healing. That's why HL Vegito was so strong because he didn't need to be super effective against all types. That's true. The time was different, bro. Yeah, Cooler is actually crazy, bro. Okay, I think I'll go with Cooler, bro. I think Cooler had a better kit. But technically, we can just say right now, bro, he has a better kit. Because this guy, you can still use him like in a long event, kind of. Who has more meta break-in? I think it's MUI Goku. Because the thing with Cooler is that on release, he wasn't really that crazy. Like, we didn't know. He was bugged. Like, bro was bugged on release, so like, but once he got debugged, yeah. Look, MUI Goku, the animations, like, let's just stop, bro. Yeah, I think it's just MUI Goku. And who will age better, I guess? Who will age better? I think it's MUI Goku too. Because Cooler, well, Cooler does have a lot of dodge chance. Like, what is it? 50% dodge chance? I think he gets more, right? But he's dependent on his team, that's the problem. Yeah, no. Cooler needs a good team, so it doesn't work. It's just MUI Goku. But now it's a tie. So I guess we'll just go with the best animations, bro. And it's not really a debate, so... It's just MUI Goku, bro. It's just MUI Goku. He has the best animations, bro. And we can end it here, bro. Next, the Tech Blue Boys faced Easy in Janemba. Who was better, bro? Well, leader skill, I don't think there's really a need to like debate that. Passive skill, I won't lie, I think Janemba had a better kit, bro. I won't lie. Like, Janemba felt better to use on release than the gods. So I'll go with Janemba. And meta break-in, obviously the gods, they had like a bigger impact on release than Janemba. But like the leader skill, everything. What website is this? But it's a local app. Like it's it's not a website. It's like something I made myself. Yeah, Janemba clears. I love these OG ones. This is my stuff. Janemba clears, bro. Holding my tongue because I still don't have the tech gods. Weren't the gods dealing with OG raids on Broly? Yeah, that's the problem. They were. Janemba was just dealing with SBR. And SBR was already like an old event. This guy Easy had won 2019 on global. Yeah, SBR had already been out for like 2 years by now, bro. Almost 2 years. Yeah, I think the gods had a bigger impact on release than Janemba. And even passive skills, it would be the gods if they had released in like a better meta, but like the meta at the time was just like, it was so brutal, bro. So Janemba just felt stronger. Who aged better? I think the gods aged better than Janemba. Let me see. 2019, well, technically 2018 on JP. 2019 was like the 4th anniversary. 2020 was the 5th anniversary. I won't lie, I don't think I used this guy in SBR. The gods they dropped in 2022, I think they aged about the same, bro. I won't lie, about the same. But I still remember people using the gods during like the 2023 Worldwide Celebration. Like, you could use them on the new Blue Boys team like a year later. But even Janemba, you could still use him a year later. But I guess I'll go with the gods, bro. I guess. Yeah, this is tough, bro. I feel like it's very similar. Like for who aged better, it's very similar. It's about the same level. But I think I'd still give it to the gods. I remember that one short of truth where the gods were hidden harder than the blues. It's true, bro. They were. Like I see the Blue Boys, they're just such a fumble, bro. They actually messed up that card so hard, bro. If you had them with dupes, bro, they actually felt better to use. The gods did follow faster than the Super Saiyan 4s. Really? I don't think so, bro, honestly. I feel like these guys, they age better than the Super Saiyan 4s. Because the Super Saiyan 4s, you needed like a team with Super Saiyan 4 characters. Well, giant 8-power characters. Didn't really happen after the 70th anniversary. I guess you had to, yeah, even the 80th anniversary, they didn't link up that well with like the GT duels. So I think we'll just end it there, yeah. Then, LR Tech Broly went up against LR in Vegeta Trunks. I think the leader skill, there's no debate here. It's just Vegeta Trunks. Passive skill, maybe you could... Nah. I think... Yeah, I won't lie. Broly's kit was just so good, bro. Like, the design of this guy was just... So I think I would give it to Broly, because the design was just so good, bro. This is good, bro. Pre-Easy, I think the gods were better. Post-Easy, once Gap was a team's first and fourth. Yeah, post-Easy, it's a different story, bro. It's a different story. Broly had a goodly passive. Yeah, he did. It was actually pretty crazy. Yeah, I think I'll stick with Broly, because the design was just too good. He was more meta breaking. I think it's these guys, they had a bigger impact on the meta, honestly. I didn't pull this guy on release, like the Broly, and I didn't really feel it. These guys, if you didn't pull them on release, son, like it was rough, bro. It was rough. Yeah, 90% damage reduction turn 1 was pretty crazy. Who aged better? I think it's these guys. I really don't remember using Broly after the Broly Worldwide. What was it? The 10th year anniversary? But I had this guy at like 90% during the 10th year anniversary. I didn't use the guy. I had him almost rainbowed and I just didn't use him. It's Vegeta and Trunks, but you can make the argument for both. Yeah, I do agree. It's close. Nah, honestly, it's not. Or maybe you could use him, but nah, honestly, the 10th year anniversary was just... Because I guess it's just not fair, because Broly, the 10th year anniversary power creep was just too nasty. So I guess it's just not a fair comparison on who aged better. Because I don't think Vegeta and Trunks would have survived the 10th year anniversary power creep either. They wouldn't have survived it. So I guess more flexible. I don't think Vegeta and Trunks are more flexible. Because you can't run them in like slot 2. This guy, I'm pretty sure you can run him in slot 2 or 3. Like you only lose like the guard and the defense before attacking. But like if the enemy is like AGL, you have the guard anyways. So yeah, I think I'll stick with Vegeta Trunks. They were better. I'm sorry, Broly, bro. I'm sorry. Next, we had LR AGL Miya Goku versus Tech Gohan. This is truly a battle of fate. It is, bro. The leader skills are Miraculous Awakening, Rep 7, Saviors, and Hybrid Saiyans. I think I would probably go with... Yeah, I won't lie. This guy's team was so ass on release, bro. I won't even lie, bro. It was so bad, bro. I think I would just go with Miya Goku. Both of these kind of suck. Nah. This is better. Dokkan Battle versus the Anniversary LR leader skill. Yeah, I guess it's not fair. Okay, what about passive skill? That's a little bit more fair, I think. Yeah, honestly, they both had crazy passive skills, bro. It's hard to tell. They also released around the same time. Well, 1 year difference, basically. Maybe even less than that. No, a little bit more. We're including... Nah, it's just base, bro. Forget the easiest, bro. It's just base. Like, base form, I think Miya Goku was better, honestly. Or was he, bro? I don't know. Like, guard and stacking on super was so nasty, bro. But, bro, 70% dodge chance. Okay, forget the revive. Honestly, I won't lie. I've never seen Miya Goku's revive before his Easy. Literally never seen it. Like, this part of his kit doesn't exist. Never seen it before his Easy. Genuinely... Didn't even see it once before his Easy. Like, never, bro. Because for me, he always dodged. And you have to take 3 attacks. I think it's just Gohan. Who has more meta breaking? On release, I think it's Miya Goku. On release. The Demon AGL is still usable to this day. It's true, but it's because of the Easy. Also, Tech Ultimate Gohan was the first unit to reach 1 million attack. Really? I don't remember that. Like, base attack, you're talking, before, like, launching a super attack. Well, he did break a lot of records. But greatly stacking was, like, nasty, bro. I'm pretty sure he was the first unit to greatly stack defense, no? This guy. Pretty sure he was. So it's a tie, bro. If I vote Miya Goku, it's a tie. It's actually over. I still can't believe that in the old days of Dokkan, the Miya Gokus could tank. Honestly, bro, they couldn't really. Like, they couldn't. Like in ESBR, this guy couldn't tank unless you dodged like a lot before. Like if he dodged like 5 attacks, yeah, he could tank normals. But the first attack, he couldn't tank, bro. He couldn't tank. You had to dodge. Like you had to dodge the first few attacks in ESBR with this guy. Yeah, I guess I'll go with Ultimate Gohan, bro. And who aged better? It's Ultimate Gohan. Like, brother, this guy was, bro, he was literally better than MEI Goku in the red zone. So I think it's just Ultimate Gohan, bro. He's just, like, let's be honest, he's just the GOAT, bro. He's just the GOAT. After that, LR AGL Kellen Khalifa faced the GDC Blue Boys. Okay, leader skill, I think it's the Blue Boys. There's no debate here. Passive skill, I won't lie, I think it's the Blue Boys. My GOAT Ultimate Gohan, I'm voting for him every round, bro. That's actually, we're definitely not biased, bro. What about Int UI? Was he decent tank on release? Int UI Goku? Not really, honestly. Well, at the time, it didn't really matter. But in SBR, bro couldn't tank anything, bro. In SBR, he was literally like, you dodge or you die, bro. And he didn't have defense transformed before his easier. But in Dokkan events, it wasn't really a problem, obviously. Get these strength shots off my screen, bro. Yeah, honestly, I think it's just passive skill, bro, no weaknesses, literally. These girls, did they have a weakness? I guess the first turn, they could get caught, I guess. And in SBR, they could. Like, I've had them die before. Like, they weren't slot 1 in SBR. Meta breaking, I don't think it's a debate here. It's just Kellen Khalifa. Like, if you were there, it's not even debatable. Who was more meta breaking? I guess the meta was just different back then. Like Kellen Khalifa were just on a different level. Like, generally, it was nasty, bro. Like, bro, Kellen Khalifa were so crazy on release that there was generally debates that their TUR was better than the game, like all of the game, bro. Like their LR was definitely the best unit in the game, but the gap was so huge that the TUR was arguably number 2, bro. It's like the LR was number 1 and the TUR was number 2. That's just how cracked they were on release, bro. But I still think the design of the Blue Boys was better. That's why I gave them the better passive skill. But who aged better? I guess that's a different story. Kellen Khalifa were still, up until 2021, you could use them. I think in the God event, it started to be rough for them. Or was it? You had to have them with dupes. You could still use them, but you had to have them with dupes. Like, I remember having them at 55% and you could die. In the God event, you could die, definitely. Like with all of the AoEs, like the damage, even normals, bro, you could take damage. Same is pretty true for Strength Blues at this point. Okay, bro, there's zero universe where the Strength Blues TUR is even in discussion for like top 100 unit in the game, bro. Like, what are you talking about, brother? Whereas Kellen Khalifa, you could argue that the TO was the second best unit in the game. Like, you could argue it. Like, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Honestly, this is tough, bro. Because you can't predict the future. But if I had to guess, Kellen Khalifa aged better. Okay, so now I have to add another metric, bro. Recency bias will tell you Blue Boys were better. Yeah, of course, bro, of course. But it is Kellen Khalifa. I guess it's the OG talking, bro. Baddest fusion category and move on. It's actually over, bro. Custom metric, yacht, bro. It's like it's actually over, bro. Nah, it's actually so over, bro. Who had the most? Nah. Honestly, but future saga, bro. I don't know. Baddest fusion, bro. It is, bro. Okay, look, honestly, because, bro, these girls, they were better than the anniversary units, like the anniversary headliners. Better than the blue. Honestly, it's just better than the blue fusions, bro. That's the metric, bro. Let's just move on. And to close out round 2, Agel's per Vegito went up against Strength Beast Gohan. Oh, that's a tough one, bro. Leader skill, bro. I won't lie, I think it's Vegito. How to expose the LARPers, bro. Actually, Kellen Khalifa forever changed the game. They did. They had a bigger impact, bro. They broke the game, literally. They exposed themselves, bro. Yeah, honestly, I think it's just Vegito here for the leader skill. Like, Superheroes was a crazy team. Like, it was nasty, bro. I won't lie. But nah, Vegito was better. Let me LARP in peace, bro. It's actually over. Yeah, I'll just give it to Vegito. Passive skill? Yeah, I won't lie. I think it's Beast, bro. Like, yeah, counters, 80% damage reduction. Like, it was nasty, but like, son, I remember using Beast and just being like, son, like, what is this unit, bro? Like, genuinely invincible, bro. Bro, Beast was invincible until like, bro, even during the 10th anniversary, bro was still invincible. Yeah, nah, I think it's really Beast, bro. Beast had a better kit. Like with the, yeah, nah, honestly, it was too ridiculous. Who was more meta breaking? I think it's Vegito. And even if you say who aged better, I think it's still Vegito. Maybe I'm just biased here, but I think it's really Vegito. Because I remember starting the game, bro, in 2018. What was it like? I first downloaded Dokkan in like March 2018. But I actually got into the game seriously just like during the 3rd year anniversary on globals, like July 2018. And this guy was still cracked, bro. This guy was still insane, bro. When I first started in 2018, bro. Still one of the best T-Wars in the game. Yeah, no, I think I'll give it to Vegito. Maybe I'm just biased, bro, but I think to me it's just Vegito. Okay, so now we also had some pretty crazy matchups in the second round, but only 6 units remained. So let's now move on to round 3. Starting with the LR Tech Brew Boys versus LR Physical Tag UI. Who had the best? Okay, best leader skill, I think it's the Blue Boys. That's not a debate. Passive skill, I think it's UI Goku. I don't think you can argue that. I think it's UI Goku. Meta break-in, like who had the biggest impact on the meta? Yeah, honestly, I think it's just UI Goku. And I think UI Goku will age better. I don't think it's a debate. Yeah, I'm sorry for the Blue Boy stands, but it's UI Goku, bro. It's just... this is a quick one, bro. It's just UI Goku. Next, Tech Gohan faced LR in Vegeta and Trunks. What about these two guys now? Okay, I think it's not a debate here. Passive skill, okay, guard and stacking. But then this guy, I don't know, like guard in slot 1 and stacking 2. He just felt like a slot 1 Ultimate Gohan. Gohan versus Tank of 2022, bro. Pretty much, bro. Less versatile old hand, bro. Yeah, I guess. Ultimate Gohan was more versatile. Because you could still run him in slot 1 after the first turn. Don't discount AGL Transform Goku. He was incredible for his time. Okay, bro. It's over. Like... We're not adding that guy, bro. It's cooked, bro. But he was actually underrated. Probably one of the most underrated units in this game. Like the Transforming Goku. Like he was so good, bro. He was actually so good. Ultimate Gohan clears. I don't know, but he still had the active. No fights lasted long enough to get the Super Saiyan. But bro, the thing with Transforming Goku is that he was literally better in like his second transformation. Like he peaked at Super Saiyan 2. That's the crazy part about UI Goku, about Transforming Goku. He literally peaked at Super Saiyan 2 because he had more damage reduction. Like the ratio of damage reduction to defense was just better. Bro could literally tank anything in SBR in Super Saiyan 2, bro. And his link set was actually pretty good. But once you got to Super Saiyan 3 and above, like the link set started to get like clunky, and his damage reduction, like it reduced, or like his defense, or like I don't know. I think he lost defense or damage reduction. He lost something, and he just felt less good. If you compare the easy is my estimated proof, bro. Or you will compare the easy is, bro. If we compare the easy is, it's Vegeta and Trunks clear. They clear, literally. Like, Ultimate Gohan's easy was just not that great. I guess I'll say, for the passive skill, I think I'll go with, I don't know, bro. I think I'll go with that Getsu. His Super Saiyan 3 turn, he wasn't getting key. Yeah, exactly. This was a problem. Easiest passive, sorry. Yeah, it's we're just comparing how good they were on release. I guess we could do the easiest another day. But who was more meta breaking? I think it's Vegeta and Trunks on release. Honestly. Well, okay, people are actually saying like Gohan, bro. Gohan on release, you barely saw the, like I don't know, like you can't really fully utilize this guy's kit on release. Well, I guess the chat is talking, bro. So I guess it was just Ultimate Gohan, bro. Okay, who aged better? I think it's Ultimate Gohan because bro was still usable in 2022. These guys, they weren't usable in 2024. So yeah, I think it's just he was so good he didn't need his whole kit. The chat is half LARPers on correct. That's actually over, bro. People are actually LARPing to the maximum, bro. I'll say Gohan, okay. Yeah, I think it's Gohan too. I guess it's just, we'll end it here, bro. And in the final matchup of round 3, AGL's Pro Vegito went up against LR AGL Kellen Caulifla. Leader skill is Vegito, no debate here. Passive skill, I thought, like this was nasty, bro, I won't lie. I think I would probably still go with Vegito. One word counter. The LARP, bro, the LARP. Bro started the game 2 days ago, bro. And he's talking about counters, bro. What are we doing, brother? Like, what are we doing, bro? Only for counters. Yeah, I was like, counters was just such a broken mechanic, bro. Yeah. Who was more meta breaking? I think it's Caulifla. Like, they literally break the game, bro. Like, they broke the game on release. Like, let's just... Like, it was actually too crazy, bro. But then who aged better? I think it's Vegito. And I don't think it's debatable. So I guess Vegito just wins, bro. He wins this. Now, moving on to the semifinals. AGL's Pro Vegito versus Tech Gohan. And the winner will face LR Physical Tag UI. Okay, who had the better leader skill? I think it's just Vegito. Like, we can debate that. Who had the best passive skill? I think now we can discuss it. Everyone vote Ultimate Gohan. Yeah, I won't lie. Counters on release. Guard and greatly stacking attack and defense. Yo, it's too hard, bro. I won't lie. It's too hard. First truly good Starker versus first counters. Well, it's more so like the first crazy cracked stackers versus the first crazy, the first counter unit. First counter unit versus first like crazy stacker. Nah, it's actually too hard, bro. Yeah, it's actually that's actually a tough one, bro. I won't lie. That's actually so hard. Okay, let's put what were the weaknesses of counters? The enemy not attacking enough. which was a problem at the time, but the counters did so much damage that it didn't really matter. It actually wasn't even a problem at the time. Like, with 2 counters, Vegito was doing enough damage. Like literally 1 counter at the time was like 1 health bar of the enemy boss. So it wasn't even a weakness. I guess super attacks was a counter, but even then it wasn't that hard. Ultimate Gohan, his main counter was like, he wasn't a slot 1 unit, turn 1, like short events. You can't really put him slot 1, turn 1. This guy you could if the enemy didn't super. But this guy even like normals, he struggled pre-super. Nah, this is too hard, bro. But I think I'll go with Vegito. Okay, well then it's a tie, bro, if I go with Vegito. Then it's a tie, bro. Brother, you could. I've heard enough. Give me Gohan, bro. But both, bro, both it was like could if there were conditions, bro. They weren't perfect units. But I guess now Vegito was perfect on release. This guy, he wasn't perfect on release. Like, bro, when this guy first dropped, people didn't even consider him the best TR in the game. But I think this is just because people weren't like, I don't know what people were thinking. I guess the meta just wasn't made for him. But even then, bro, like if you knew anything about Dokkan, you just read his kit, greatest attack and defense, guard, like brother, like it's just. That's actually so cracked, bro. I guess it just comes down to defense versus offense, bro. Pretty much. But when this guy first dropped, defense didn't really matter. It was mainly offense. And bro had defense and offense. This guy, he only had defense. His damage wasn't that crazy. Nah, I think it's just Vegito, bro. Like, let's just... Let me do my dictatorship, bro, actually. Nah, sorry, it's just Vegito, bro. Let's just cut it, bro. Bro, he's actually just... It's over, bro, it's over. Okay, he was more meta breaking, bro. I think it's also Vegito, bro. I think it's... And who aged better, I think it's just Vegito, bro. This guy... Nah. But this guy was usable 2 years later. This guy was usable, like, actually, like, 4 years later, bro. Yeah, he was usable until he easy'd, bro. He easy'd in what? Yeah, 4 years later. And you could still use him. Yeah, honestly, I think it's just... I'm sorry, but it's just this guy, bro. Yeah, I'm sorry. But Vegito was just too crazy. Not biased at all. Literally... Bro, literally just waited his vote, bro. It's actually dictatorship, bro. It's like, I don't even know why I'm making chat vote if I'm just going to impose my votes like that, bro. Holy, it's actually over, bro. It's just the illusion of free choice, bro. Chat has like the illusion of free choice. The illusion that their vote actually matters, bro. Like, to be fair, I think it's just Vegito, bro. Like, let's be honest. Anyways, we have LARPers in the chat, so I guess it balances out the LARPers. If my votes counts for 3 instead of 1. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the final round. The greatest unit of yesterday, aged as per Vegito, versus the greatest unit of today, physical tag UI. Who is the greatest unit in Dokkan history? So who had the best leader skill? Okay, I don't think it's a debate here. Who had the best passive skill? 2 turns of invincibility or counters, bro? And 80% damage reduction. Physical UI has support 2 on EX and passive. Bro, I won't lie. About 2 turns of invincibility and Kyo Guard and like dive. Son, this is so crazy, bro. I won't lie. Like, this is such a nasty unit. I won't even lie, bro. The UI is the improved version of Easy Age UI and Int Evo Vegeta. Yeah, that's true. I feel like it will be a draw. I think so too, bro. Okay, you know what? I guess I'll go with UI Goku too. Okay, even if I choose Vegito, I guess chat is just winning. Alright. I guess I'll just keep it like that. Meta breaking, I think it's just Vegito. I don't think there's a discussion here. Like, Vegito was so much more impactful to the meta with his leader skill and everything. But now who aged better or who will age better? I think it's UI Goku. I think UI Goku will still be usable in like 2050, bro. Not even joking, I think you'll still be able to run this guy until end of service. Like, this guy will still be good until end of service. Like, the guaranteed dodge on EX super attack is just too nasty, bro. Son, like 70% chance to have 100% dodge chance. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Bro, the easier will be guaranteed the EX super attack. Imagine, bro. Imagine if the easier is just guaranteed the EX super attack. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, it's just... I don't think they thought this through. I think in their head, Dokkan was going to end before this guy could easy. That's probably what they thought when they designed this guy. Because this makes no sense, I won't lie. This makes no sense. Like, what is the easy even gonna be, bro? What is the easy even gonna be? As for Super Vegito, his Super Easy wasn't that great. The only weakness about his invincibility with Evo could be countered if he gets hit by 40 million plus super in the tech pens. Son, bro. 40 million plus. Yo, I hope we're not seeing that anytime soon, brother. Like, 40 million plus is crazy. Literally just gonna be stat buffs with no kit changes. Probably just gonna be that. Imagine the easier the EX attack might be 100%. Like, it might actually be that. Like 100%. It might actually be that, bro. It's crazy. But now what do we do, bro? Like, what's the metric, bro? Because 1 unit has to be, bro. Like, only 1 unit can be the GOAT, bro. There can't be two, bro. Only one unit can be the GOAT. He only gets 77% damage reduction. But technically, where is it, bro? Like, brother, like, it's just... I guess if the enemy doesn't attack before he attacks, yeah, he can get cooked. Yeah, he could technically get killed, I guess. Team value metric, bro. Who is more versatile, bro? I guess... versatility. I guess UI Goku is more versatile, but I don't know. I feel like Vegito was more versatile in release. You can slap him on any team. You can literally slap him on a team without the leader skill, and he could still cook. Holy, everyone is going with UI Goku. Physical UI can go on basically any team. But Vegito too, bro. You could slap him on any team, bro. Any of his teams. Sorry, Potara, but Godhood is the winner, bro. No, but I won't lie, I think this guy is underrated, bro. Like, I think people just don't truly realize how cracked this guy actually is, bro. Like, truthfully. I think when we'll look back at it a few years from now, people will realize how crazy this unit actually was. Like, this UI Goku and Evo Vegeta, bro. But I think I will still go with my GOAT. So you damn well half the chat wasn't playing then, bro. It's true, bro. It's true. So people will just go with UI Goku. Sorry, little bro. You're outmatched. Get off your Dokkan drugs, bro. Son, I can just do that, bro. It's over, bro. It's dictatorship, bro. I said it's Vegito, bro. It's over, bro. It's Vegito. He's the more versatile, bro. He's still the number 2 overall in the game. Honestly, once middle cooler teams dies down, I think this guy will be better than middle cooler. People will say this guy's better than middle cooler. Well, he will be better than middle cooler. Easy physical Goku has the last phase of Carnival of Battles in the 12th year anniversary. If it doesn't disable dodge, bro, he will be that like son, bro. Imagine his easier they gave him an ability to disable dodge, bro. Like they just added in his passive disable dodge, bro. Disable dodge cancellation. Like who knows what they could do with that guy? In physical UI, 100% stay in meta until the 13th year anniversary. Yeah. 100%, bro. 100%. And you can slap him on any of his teams, bro. Like, he's just him, bro. He's literally just him. Yeah, sorry, guys. I think I'll just go with or maybe we can just keep adding metrics, bro. I just put my vote to 1, and we just keep adding metrics, bro. It's over, bro. Another metric. Son, I didn't even lock in the metric, and bro already wanted 2, bro. What are we talking about, brother? What are we talking about? Bro is literally pre-voted UI Goku, and it doesn't even matter what the metric is, bro. What are we doing, brother? What are we doing, bro? Nah, there's no way, bro. Better super attack effect compared to the release. Better super attack effect. But it would be, brother, it would literally be UI Goku. Like, best super attack effect. It's not even debatable, bro. What was this guy's super attack effect? I'm pretty sure he just had support, right? Yeah, attack support. It was only good for counter units. Like, this sucked on anything that wasn't a counter unit. But on counter units, bro, this was nasty, bro. This was actually nasty. But who has the most aura, bro? Yeah, I won't lie. Even aura, bro, it's just UI Goku, bro. I won't even lie. Even as a Vegito stan, bro, like, you can't beat the aura of this card, bro. Like, UI Goku has just he has so much aura, bro. You can't win. Okay, brother, bro is just voted Vegito. What came back to vote Vegito, bro? We didn't even pick anything, bro. Sorry, I didn't understand, son. I know you understand, bro. I know you clearly understood, bro, and you just voted UI Goku, bro. Who is Ploof Glazin, bro? Ploof's favorite, bro, I guess. It's over, bro. Ploof's favorite, bro. Actually, dictatorship, bro. Ploof's favorite, bro. That's the metric, bro. I don't care, bro. It's Vegito, bro. Angels for Vegito. Bro, how are you voting 2 on Ploof's favorite? Bro, it's... Son, like... Brother, like, you can't vote for me. It's like, I'm voting my favorite. What do you mean? Bro is voted for Ploof's favorite, bro. Like, what are we doing, brother? Son. We need to add like another metric, bro. Because it's a tie, This is the power of autonomous ultra instinct, bro. That I can do aura, bro. I can do aura. Because it's UI Goku, like who has the most aura is just UI Goku. Like, let's just stop, bro. You never got to see that in games back then, bro. Yeah, exactly, bro. People don't understand, bro. The Spirit Sword in 2017 was actually aura, bro. True, but it wasn't aura like UI Goku, bro. Like the entrance with Evo Vegeta, son, like it's just like stop, bro. Like stop playing, bro. It's Dokkan original animations. Like you just can't beat that, bro. You can't beat that. Ploof likes aura farm like he glazing Angels for Vegito, bro. Look, bro, just Angels for Vegito is the goat, bro. Are we voting for Ploof as the Dokkan unit? Nah, it's just look, bro. I'm thinking of another metric to add, bro, because it's a tie. Another custom metric, better link set. Yeah, it's versatility, I guess. Better link set. Okay, I guess sure. I guess best link set, it's Vegito for me. But you can slap this guy on like any Saiyan team and he worked. Bro had prepared for battle, over in a flash. He did have, no, he didn't have over in a flash, really? But I guess he had shocking speed, prepared for battle, fused fighters. I don't know, I feel like it was better. UI Goku, it was just like, it's what? Over in a flash, tournament of power, it's not really versatile. I guess you have prepared for battle. Yeah, his link, like, the link set is not really versatile. I want to, it's not really, bro. Like, even like Vegeta. Yeah, yeah, it's not that great. But the UI Goku glaze is crazy, bro. Yeah, it's definitely Vegito, bro. Let them know, bro. Type 1 in the chat, bro. It's Vegito, bro. You already know, bro. You already know. Alright, now it's a tie, bro. It's a tie. Yeah, we need someone else voting Vegito, bro. Might have to use the mod powers to rig the votes, bro. We're gonna ban the people who... time out the people who vote Vegito, bro. It's over. You know what? I think I have to lock in the dictatorship, bro. That's actually so over, bro. Son, bro, there's just no way, bro. Apple, I'll on-time out them, bro. Oh, it's true. It's actually the power of the mods, bro. Dictator Floof is here, bro. Yeah, I won't lie, bro. I think people who are saying, nah, yeah, yo, I'm sorry, but Vegito just had a better link set, bro. Like, let's just stop, bro. Oh, I stopped the YouTube chat votes. Yeah, let's just stop, bro. Let's stop playing, bro. Let's stop playing, bro. Like, that link, this guy's link set was just so nasty on release, bro. Like, it was so good, bro. Vegito won, bro. I'm sorry. Vegito is the champion, bro. He is the winner, bro. Unparalleled golden key super Vegito, bro. He is, without a doubt, the greatest unit of all time. The greatest Dokkan unit of all time. Absolutely not biased. Absolutely not rigged. I didn't use my power to push this guy to the top. He is just him, bro. He is just him, bro. So that was it for today's video. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the placements, what you guys thought of this format, and if you'd like to see more. The next stream will probably be about the worst units in Dokkan history, which I think could be a fun one. So watch out for that if you want to participate, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.